All right. Hey guys, welcome back. It's Paula here with Paula's Imperfect Plans. Today we're doing our weekly check-in, so that's going through expenses for the last week or so. I do it about every week, and non-cash expenses and paying them back from our cash envelopes, because while I do a lot of digital budgeting and credit card spending, I still like my cash envelopes for variable expenses because it helps to keep me accountable and on track and having that appropriate budgeted amount. So you can see here, the first purchase that we had was $10.43. I bought some digital, actually I have to add something to this, our digital challenges that I got on Etsy, and that is coming from Plan and Budget, and I do need to pay that back with cash. $45.23 I bought, so we got family pictures taken in October, and we hadn't done that for 2 years, so I went ahead and updated the canvases that are in my hallway, and so I ordered those, and I'm going to pay that back from cash with home. I got sucked into like an infomercial thing, and so I bought this new air broom thing. Time will tell if that was a poor decision. $38.08, so I'm going to round that to 38 and pay that from the home category. $91.11 is for prescriptions. The category is medical, and I did not check that box because I am not going to pay that back with cash. It's going to come from our medical sinking fund. So long story short, between us paying out of pocket for a significant amount of dental work that my husband had to have done because it was bothering him, and the dentist said it needed done, but his insurance said it didn't need done and refused to pay for it or pay, their portion of it. So we paid out of pocket for that, and he also had a sleep study done, so he had a pretty big chunk of a bill that went to his deductible. And between those two things, our flex money is gone, which isn't a huge deal. It's just not something that we've dealt with in quite a while. So for our prescriptions, he has 3 different meds, and it's 90-day supplies of his 3 meds, and it's a 90-day supply of one of my meds. So that is 4 medications for 90 days. Was $91.11. I'm going to transfer that from our medical sinking fund. It doesn't have a lot of money in it, but I've been putting money in it here and there since January, I guess, when I lost flex at my work. So his flex is the only flex that we have. $7.69. I'm going to round that up to 8. That was an order of pens, and that is coming from Plan and Budget, and I am going to cover that with cash. So let's jump in here, and let's see, I guess, where we should start. So the home amount here looks like 46 and 38 is, 84? Is that right? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, and I'll get myself $1 back when I get to it. I'm sure that I will find $1 in here somewhere. Okay, then we can go to Plan and Budget. I have 8 plus 11, which is 19. Okay, so 10... 19 is 20. We'll be looking for another. Okay, so 1924, and I'm going to pull the 5 back, which does leave us putting 19 in. So Plan and Budget now has $5 left in it. And that also means that I had to think outside the box there. I needed 19, put in 24, and took $1 back. So that leaves me $1 to put back into home there. So I guess I can pull up on here. We have now done the Plan and Budget. We did the 2 home expenses, and we did the other Plan and Budget. So that's actually all the expenses that we have. We have not had much for non-cash spending. It looks like we should have $103 in cash. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 1, 2, and 3. So that worked out perfectly, which is good. That means everybody's math was on the same page. I'm going to put this cash in here in my back to the bank. So I put that in the back to the bank envelope, and then I once that's in the bank, I make the credit card payment because I believe all that was credit card. I do very, very little debit card spending. I prefer to use a credit card. Anyway, so that is what I have for our weekly check-in today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am going to pop over and show you a little bit of a setup for some scratch off challenges that I was playing around with that I made and put into my Ko-fi shop, which I've started. So I'll have the link of that in there. So I set these up and I put a little bit of a video together so you can see that if that's something that you're interested in. Otherwise, if that's not of interest to you, now is the time for you to pop out. So thank you guys so much for watching. Bye. All right, guys. So as you've seen a couple posts I made, that I started a Ko-fi page, and I have some of these on there that you can print and do yourself. I'm pretty impatient, and so I'm always excited when I see things that I can print at home. I do have the colored printer and the laminator and all of that stuff. So there are digital options for these on the shop if you are interested in that. I'm going to show you kind of what my vision for it was. Obviously, the cool thing about all of these is you can sort of do whatever you want. That is the beauty of challenges like this, or just challenges in general. You can kind of make them your own. But my intention here was scratchers. I was not sure, gosh, when I'm making them and I'm just like looking at the size online of the things. Okay, so my vision for this was presents to be scratch and save, or you could just color and save, totally out, fine as well. Just going to do a roll and save, or pick whatever amount you wanted for the stockings and color them and save that. And then these are super tiny, but my vision was roll and save for each ornament. Obviously, you can choose how you do it, but I will be probably featuring that. This is the next one. I'm a huge basketball fan, and right now my kiddo is playing basketball, which just delights me. I'm going to do silver for that one. My vision here was the jerseys would be scratchers. The basketballs would be a roll and save, or you could choose your amount and save it. I knew I should have gotten some smaller ones. A little bit bigger than that's okay. And then the letters could be $1 opportunity for the savings for that. And then the farm one would be similar. I think this one was all scratch and saves. I don't think I had any other options for that. So you could scratch it once and be done with it and scratch a new one. You can laminate and scratch and reuse. Just working on the sizing here. This is, so it looked, I obviously knew that the background was black and white, but I didn't anticipate how dark some of these would be up against the background, so potentially do that differently next time. But for right now, this is what we have. And so you'll see some of my products featuring in my videos. I'm just trying to, the other day, first of all, I'd never heard of, I'd heard of Ko-fi, but I wasn't sure what it was. I heard some creators reference it as I'm really getting back into watching videos, which I was greatly struggling with. And so I was like, well, what's that about? And then I was like, why am I not making challenges? I'm certain I'm capable if I sit down and figure it out. So they'll get better as they go. But so this was my vision for the 3 potential scratchers that I have saved. So let me know your thoughts.